Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been about a week since I've been back from Zanzibar. I am not 100% well yet. I've still got a bit of a flu, but that's okay. Um, Zanzibar was amazing, guys. So if you have the opportunity, please just go. So this video is just gonna let you guys know how much we paid for the trip, how long we were there for, as well as the do's and don'ts of what not to do and what to do in Zanzibar. So firstly, it was a group of about 10. I'm lying, 10 is a bit much. It was a group of about 6 of us that were supposed to go initially. But you know how WhatsApp groups go. People end up dropping out and things come up. So at the end, it was only 3 of us. And the total price we paid was around 15,000, so 1.5. And this was for a 7-day trip. 7 nights, flights, meals like breakfast, lunch, and supper, as well as all drinks. So whether it's juice, cool drink, or alcohol that you were drinking, it's included in the 15,000. So that was the price we paid, and we used a flight agent to get everything sorted out for us. We flew with Mango, and we stayed at a place called Uroa Bay Beach Resort, which was absolutely beautiful. And it was actually like it was a decent price. Like if you guys can put aside a couple of thousands every month from January, by October, I'm certainly sure that you'll be able to afford like 15,000. And it's better to go in in even numbers. So 6 people, 4 people, because if we had just one more person, the flight agent said that would have paid 3,000 rand less. So it was going to be 12,000, 7-day all inclusive with flights. Yeah, so that was that. And then we had to take extra money for activities such as snorkeling and being on the banana and going to the beaches that are in North Beach that are way prettier and stuff, and just doing like excursions like the Stone Town and all that. So obviously you'll need spending money on top of the money that you spent to go, but everything shouldn't be more than about 25,000 if you're fighting, but 5,000 spending money should suffice if you're not going to buy people gifts and all that. So yeah. And then now to the section of the do's and the don'ts. I actually made a note so that I don't forget anything. Okay, and the first one that I have is you guys should go on the 3-in-1 tour. So that tour is a tour of a spice farm, and a tour of Stone Town, and also a tour of Prison Island. It was such an interesting tour. Like we learned so much about Zanzibar and the slavery that happened, that went on there. And Spice Farm, we learned about natural medicines, as you saw in my first video. And yeah, it was quite an interesting tour. And we also got to taste the local food as well at the Spice Farm tour. So yeah, that was a good one, and we booked that through our travel agent. So I feel that tour was worth it if you book it through the travel agent, because you have a tour guide that will be explaining everything to you, and you get to get entrances into all the places and feed turtles. The turtles? No, tortoises. Turtles, I think, are the sea ones, and then tortoises are the ones that are land. Yeah, so we fed tortoises and stuff, so that was a good one. And then another tour that you should go on is the Safari Blue tour, but we used the tour guide for that, and guys, as you saw in the video, it was an experience and a half. Boats with rusted ladders, a dingy boat that if the wind blew too much, you sure would not survive. So for the Safari Blue tour, I advise you to just go to the locals, because they charge way less and it's exactly the same experience. The locals come and fetch you in a taxi, which they did for us as well, and then they take you to some random drop-off zone where you climb a dingy little boat and you go to there and you go there. So yeah, just use the locals, guys. It's cheaper and it's exactly the same experience. Maybe minus free beers when you go for lunch, but yeah, that's not a big deal. And then another do is make sure that you travel with dollars. So I have this thing of always just traveling with my Capitec card and not exchanging here in South Africa, because usually the commission fees are higher than just withdrawing um, from the ATMs when you get to the place that you're getting to. Unfortunately, in Zanzibar, this was not the case. So they deal with shillings, and one of our rands is like 150 of their shillings. So the day we did get to the ATM, we withdrew some shillings, but we didn't withdraw enough because we didn't do the maths right. So we didn't end up having money the outdoors day, and we had to swipe everything. And if you swipe stuff like at the hotel or at a different location, they charge a 5% or 6% extra for you to swipe because something about charges or whatever. So we proper maybe lost out on about 20 USDs from just swiping the extra 5% because we didn't have any cash on us. So for Zanzibar, guys, pretty please go with dollars or else you'll be in trouble. Yeah, dollars and euros. Apparently they also use euros that side as well. So you must make sure you do that. And then also, please guys, travel with medication. Like, it was so bad. My sister got sick the second day of landing there. She didn't have any of her meds. And you know, people that have specific meds for themselves that knows that work for them. She left all her meds on her counter, like in the kitchen. So she had a flu. So go with flu meds. Go with anti-nausea meds if you can. Go with anti-diarrhea meds, guys. It's real sometimes in Zanzibar. So just make sure you have all the meds you can think of that you think you would need throughout your stay, or else you'll be a zombie sometimes, like while you're there. Another do, if you can afford it, I would advise that you get a GoPro. So like not necessarily GoPro, but one of those little cameras that you can take underwater so you can see the snorkeling fishes. Guys, I wish I could have taken a video of the fishes when snorkeling. They were so beautiful, so pretty. So yeah, make sure you, if you can, go with a GoPro. Also buy snorkeling gear, because it's actually quite disgusting thinking that someone else is using this gear and their spit and whatever else they have is in the snorkeling gear. So yeah, just make sure you buy your own if you are gonna go snorkeling, because once you think about it, it can get pretty disgusting. And I'd also advise to get those coral shoes. You know, those beach weird shoes that you find at like Mr. Price Home or Total Sports. I'd advise you to also get that because you don't want to be stung by sea urchins. Although I haven't seen a case or heard of a case, but rather be safe than sorry. And what is the other one that I had? Let me check my notes. Don't forget mosquito repellent, guys. Don't forget mosquito repellent and sunscreen. And sunscreen, because if you do, number one, you'll come back with more melanin that you bargained for, and a lot of mosquito bites. So make sure you always have your mosquito repellent on, your sunscreen on, and you should be good to go. And then when you are in Zanzibar, make sure you go to North Beach. I think the name is Nungwe. Guys, the beach there is absolutely stunning. The sand is white and soft. The water is clear and blue. Like you can literally see the sea sand and stuff. And I saw a starfish. Like there's a starfish that I picked up. And even when I just took a selfie, you could see the starfish in the water. So that's pretty cool. So definitely go to North Beach. It's like a 1 hour, 30 minutes drive if the person knows where he's going. So do that. What I wouldn't advise is don't go to what is that place? A natural aquarium where they say you're gonna feed turtles, sea turtles, and swim with sea turtles. So it looks like someone's backyard. It's like you saw in the video, the other one that I posted. It looks like someone's backyard, and you pay like 10 USDs to get in. The couple that we went to got bitten by one of these turtles, and I'm just trying to think, if it was me, I'd feel like dying. That's how deep it was. So I'll just say, like, just skip that one. It's not worth it. And I think that's about it. Let me just double check my list. Yeah, I think that's all that I have for you guys. If you have any more questions, please, please, please put it in the comment section so that I can answer all the questions that you guys have. And thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for my next post. Bye.